isn't gonna be too long of a stream today, but yeah, let's see how far we can get. So let's see, we got some mail. I haven't been on in a couple of days, so there's bound to be a lot. Wait, I want that. I want to see what's going on. No. It's okay. Windbloom's Breath. This has started. Ooh, cool. Ooh, these are needed for sure. Can we do it? Complete Akasha pulses and polka. Okay. We've got quite a bit of things to do. What do we have in here? So this one can't do anything yet. This one we can, but we have some other world quests, and we're gonna leave the Ascension one alone. I want to work down some of these others. So let's go ahead and take care of our commissions. We'll come back to this point. Oh sweet, nothing in Dragon's Spot. Let's go here. So it should be this way. Huh. We will. We're just getting this done first.
Out of my way! Judgment! Lights out. You can't run! Stand with me!
Oh, we narrowly missed that.
Judgment! You can't run! Judgment! Shiver!
Ha. Quite a bit of things over here that are ganging up on us. There we go. Let's go to where the next one is. Okay, and that should be this way as well. What do we need to do? Destroy the towers. Cool.
Inadmissible evidence!
That's one.
Boom boom!
Okay. We're at it here. We're getting through these quick. Next one over here. So I guess we can go to... Yeah, let's go to this one. That way we can heal too. welcome in. In that direction. Hello. I don't think I have any Animoculus to give the statue. Nope, I do not. Treasure chest. We want to go this way. We want this way. Okay. 6 opponents. This song always makes me think of the song What Child Is This? It's like very slight deviation from it, but it really does sound like it to me.
Incinerate!
Whoops. I wanted to get all the stuff.
Wrap up the flame!
Yay. Almost there. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Over there. What you need? She's got her eyes covered. Godwin, when will you return? Hi, I know that voice. Why, if it isn't the traveler from afar, thanks be to the great Animo Archon, for he surely sent the wind to guide you to this place. I have a request for you. My, boyfriend, Godwin, he's in the Knights of Favonius, you know. He left the city ages ago and still hasn't come back. I haven't heard a single word from him since he's been gone. I'm so worried about him, poor Godwin. What if he runs into those nasty hilly churls? Or he also said they're at war with the Abyss Order. What if he gets injured? And now he's been away so long. What if he takes a liking to one of the pretty night girls? Oh, sorry, I'm getting carried away. My mother always tells me that dandelions can carry people's heart's desires far away to a distant place. So my request is, could you collect 3 dandelion seeds from Windrise for me? Sure. Thank you so much. Alright. I think I can just give her the seeds. I think I have some. Hey! On Mansu with a raid of 3. Welcome in! This is enough now to tell them everything I want to say to Godwin. Cover your ears, please. No eavesdropping. These are private words shared between lovers, you know. You must have had a similar experience before. Okay, I'm done. Now take these to the top of Anima Archon statue and release them into the wind. The great Archon himself will take them from there. I hope he'll guide them to Godwin. That's cute. And instead of climbing my way up, I'm a fly. Moon raid. Welcome, welcome everybody. I hope there's a cute little animation for this. Tightrope walking. Pretty. All the dandelions. And now, and where was she again? She was somewhere down here. Ah, there she is. There's Glory.
Lord Barbados.
Did you do it? It was so windy up there. Good, that's what we want. That way the dandelion seeds can travel far away. Maybe they really will reach Godwin after all and pass on what I want to say to him. Give me your hand. Here, take these. These are to say thank you. There's still so much more I want to say to Godwin. I may need your help again in the future. Yay. With that, commissions are done.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the
Hey,
Adventurers
thank you
Guild.
for the follow. First, let's
Thank
get
you
our
for
commission
completing
rewards. 20.
Ad Astra.
Thank you for the follow. Kuja Sara, we'll put Kuki there. We'll put Faruzan. We'll put Chung Yoon. And Benny. Sweet, that takes care of them. And things going on here. And then got something over here. Yeah, yep, Chung Yoon forced to do labor. Let's see, before we do, actually, let's go ahead and get that key. Claim, got a key. We'll leave the key alone. And
And a hindrance.
let's go to the teapot. Gimme. Yeah. You also force him to do labor. You rotate between the characters. Just before you do the same character twice when it comes to the mining. Oh, yeah. Poor babies. Yes. Hey, they get us extra stuff, so they're gonna keep doing labor. Let's see, can I plant more? I don't have any usable seeds, so that'll have to wait. I don't have anything for there. I don't think I have anything for this one either. Yep. Tubby!
Maybe you're not you.
Give me all the things. Planting is so helpful. I don't have to go running around as much for the Valberries, especially for Rosaria. Almost to the point where I don't have to grind for them anymore. Ooh, I don't want to change it though. Furnishings. What can we make? We don't have any, so that, and I know I don't have any of that. Yes. Give it now. What do we not have? Do I have any of those? I got 2 of those. See, I'd rather not use all of those things. Got That's 7 of those. I don't need any more of those. Good enough. Yeah, planting's great. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just, like, instead of putting all the buildings and stuff down, just put a whole bunch of planters. Okay, so now let's take a look. We need to go back to the We need to go to the chasm, but we don't want that one. We want the upper layer. Enter the chasm. Okay. Now, where do we go? Yes. Let's see what we can do about this quest. I started playing Genshin. It's a good question. I think I started playing Genshin maybe December or January. It hasn't been that long. It really hasn't been that long. Not more than a couple of months. You guys can hear it all right. Right? Oh yeah, I love this. This game is great. Awesome. Glad you guys can hear it.
Wait, what was it again?
The defiled statue.
Yes, that's it! It's just like that. Just as strange, just as upside down, just as spooky. In which case, maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. Oh, we gotta get to the bottom of this. Oh?
I think... Dainsleif!
The feeling is mutual.
Ah!
I certainly hadn't expected
I am
to meet you
absolutely
here.
terrified.
Long time
Let me...
no see, Dane. Wait,
Before
but
that
how'd you
continues.
suddenly end up here in the chasm?
I am actually afraid to wish on the banners. I think I'm gonna pull for Sino, but I'm terrified because Barbara's on him. I don't want Barbara, and I have this horrible feeling I'm gonna get like a C6, get like C4 or whatever Barbara. I'm terrified. But I think I'm gonna pull for Sino, cause when I played the trial for Dia, she felt very clunky to me. While I do really like that she beats people up with her fist and she has a claymore, which I definitely love having the claymore users, I also think that the claymore users are very clunky for my playstyle. When I played Sino, that was so much easier for me, the way that I play. So, probably gonna go for him. Even though I have plenty of Electro, but a lot of the Electro characters I don't use anyway, just because they... either their archery, or the catalyst part of them, it just is a weird play style. So I like them being able to do multiple things, be able to charge, be really fast, and have a lot of damage. So I like having Kuki on my team for Electro because she can do a lot of AoE damage while healing my characters at the same time. I really like the fast, agile characters. Like, I mostly use claymores just for protection. I'll use Noelle specifically for her shielding, because I still don't have what I need in order to build the characters the way I really and truly want them. So once I get to that point, then I can be much pickier about who I have on my teams. Yeah, I love Kuki. Kuki is like a necessity on all of my teams.
The chasm? So we're in the depths of the chasm, are we? Interesting. This is one place where I have
Cookie
never
is
set
lit.
foot before.
Yes. I have a lot of questions for you.
I understand how you must feel. Last time we met suddenly and parted hastily. Now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation.
Ooh. First, tell me what you're doing here. What was going on with that portal just now? I don't care what he's doing there. He's there.
I came upon the trail of another Abyss Herald recently and began pursuing it. Unfortunately, I got as far as cornering him before he resorted to the same trick that they all do. I was hot on his heels when I followed him through the portal, but as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place.
So you had the same issue with the portal last time, so you didn't actually catch up with my brother last time.
Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateways to an entire network. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice. It can be anywhere within the network.
One thing about Dainsleif's design, he kind of reminds me of somewhat of a combination between Phantom of the Opera and Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. But blonde.
Sounds kind of similar to how teleport waypoints work.
In short, though I was right behind your twin last time when I entered that portal, the next moment that I realized where I was all alone, back in the ruins known as Storm Terror's lair.
Oh yeah, about that. Whatever happened to the Eye of the First Field Tiller?
It's in a safe place. You can be sure that I will learn the truth of the Loom of Fate operation sooner than it could ever fall into the Abyss Order's hands.
Who is the Twilight Sword?
So that title stuck in your memory. I by no means went out of my way to conceal it from you. It once stood for the glory of Kanria, but now it is but a cruel joke. My curse to bear. Twilight Sword was my title as captain of the Royal Guards when I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in conversation is quite justified.
Sounds like your brother was right.
What is the history between you and my brother? What happened between you? Same thing.
We were travel partners. We both partook in a painful journey of searching for our fate. But regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together. Before you continue questioning me, I ought to warn you. If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
No, really?
The Abyss Order is plotting something here? Actually, Paimon and the Traveler suspected that too.
I mean that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Don't say that! You're giving Paimon goosebumps.
Let's go and investigate.
A wise choice. There appears to be light from a fire coming from near that rocky wall. Let's take a look.
Indeed, a fire burns. Come on. There we go. Yeah, weapons. Light.
hilly churl activity here. Could these be the hilly churls the requester was talking about?
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here. I doubt that most travelers would have any reason to venture down this way.
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm. Apparently a whole load of hilly churls have been gathering here, and the requester wants to know why.
In other words, we're getting paid to be here.
And now it looks like we finally found our first clue.
Do you want the answer?
Huh? You mean you know something about this?
As it happens, I do.
Does this have anything to do with the Upside Down City?
It's understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual. What makes this place so strange is that the environment here weakens the effect of the curse.
Curse? Oh, Paimon remembers. Last time you guys were saying that Conria's people were cursed to immortality or something.
For centuries, I have suffered daily from the curse that was laid upon me. But here, I suddenly feel a small amount of relief from this suffering. And right here, right now, I can feel my body sending a strong message to me. It is telling me, stay.
So, this place weakens the curse? That's pretty incredible. But how?
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this.
The hilly churls that come here are also from...
Indeed. Do you know why hilly churls wear masks?
I think so.
It's to hide their appearance, lest they catch sight of their reflection in a body of water. Compared to how they remember themselves, it is a terrible sight to behold. One that causes them great despair.
So these hilly churls really are from...
The curse of immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they will never die.
So, you mean there's a way to undo it?
No. I mean that the body and soul will continue to be eroded until they are virtually non-existent, even if death is not the form that this erosion takes.
That kind of makes me think of Princess Mononoke, when they were talking about how the boars would become like dumber and dumber and dumber until they were nothing more than just mere pigs. It kind of makes me think of that.
When the Hilichurls realize that the end is nigh for them, it seems their instinct is to seek out a calm and dark corner of the world in which to finally say goodbye to the centuries of suffering they have endured. And of all the places they could lay down to rest, one that can ease the effects of their curse would surely be their first choice.
Wow. That's so...
Conversation's over. Brace yourselves.
What is it?
We're under attack.
It's time to duel. Oh, I was not expecting them.
Punishment. Eat this. At the price it's...
You can't run!
Yeah. Dissipate. Yeah.
Yeah! You can't run!
Come on. Uh-oh.
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel! Our bond is strong! Lights out! Judgment! I'll settle this!
Yeah.
What were those? And why did they attack us all of a sudden?
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Canria.
Ooh,
Wait a second.
the Royal
Royal
Guard.
So, they used to be your troops?
Yes, they were. But now, the curse engulfs them, and they fight with none of the honor they once had.
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
Let's continue on.
Wait, Dane!
Seems we missed one.
Silent.
Wait, stand down. There's something different about this one.
He gone.
It's disappeared.
What the heck? What was going on with that one? Was it trying to say something?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it? But more importantly,
What is it?
why did he seem so familiar?
Maybe he recognized you.
That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. Or perhaps it was just a coincidence. We should press onward to the city.
Dissipate.
Let's see. We need to go that way.
Stand with me.
Before we get too close to it, see if we can get Kuki up a little bit in her HP. That's good.
Looks like there's a strange energy surrounding the city. We can't go any further. Guess there should be a mechanism or something around here, right? Traveler, looks like it's time to get into ruin exploring mode.
Puzzle time, huh?
Don't waste your time.
Huh?
Canria's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just cheap tricks to me.
Show off.
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide something here, right? Dan seems like he really understands what's going on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
Was this upside down city built by Conria? Or by the Abyss Order?
Not necessarily. The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still. The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Kanria? Whoa. Paimon can't even imagine back that far.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Canria. At least, it would if it were the other way up. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
Ooh, here we go. I want to be careful. This is high. Oh, hello. More to fight, maybe.
Serpent Knights! Is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide. Let's take them out first.
Yep. Time to fight.
You can't run. Judgment. Wrath of the flame. Punishment. Yeah. You can't run. Judgment. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I'll save that for the other guy.
You can't run.
Okay, he out.
Out of my way. Our bond is strong.
Yeah.
Hey, look! Vines! You should be able to climb up, right?
Where do we see vines? Up here.
Dissipate!
Up we go.
Oh no! More black serpent knights! Huh?
Okay.
They're not coming after us! Are they just trying to scare us off? Huh. These knights seem like they're hiding something behind them.
The Hilly Charles.
Hold on. I think they...
Interesting.
They're coming! Quick, get them!
Yeah. Lights out.
Nice and spicy!
Judgment. Yeah. Stand with me.
Nope.
Huh?
Close.
Yeah. You can't run.
All of you. Come on, guys, let's dance.
Visible evidence. Motion to compel. Dissipate. Lightning. Punishment. Judgment.
He gone, and just you. I mean, who doesn't love a man in uniform? However, I kind of need you to go down.
Whew. That was the last of them. Now, let's see what it was they were trying to hide. Huh? What's this?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret. Huh. I should have guessed.
So, what exactly is going on with these hilly churls?
As I said, for these hilly churls, the end is nigh.
The Hilly Churls are preparing to meet their end?
They have grown old and fearful of the light, even become one with the darkness. And yet the curse continues to corrode them.
But why would the Black Serpent Knights want to stay here and guard them?
Now there's 4 of them?
More of them are closing in!
Let's try to avoid fighting them.
It's him! The guy that came out of nowhere and disappeared again! And now they're
Ooh.
retreating! Did he just order them to do that?
Halfdan?
Whoa, whoa! What? You recognize him?
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a truly tragic state of affairs.
Dane?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the Hilly Churls, don't you? It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply doing their duty. The one who ordered them to retreat just now, I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the royal guard of old. His name is Halfdan.
So,
Halfdan.
he's from 500 years ago too?
To this day, I still remember the final orders I, the Twilight Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster in Canria, before I made haste back to the palace. Inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Canria at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, common folk. These identities made no difference.
It's so
Against the might
sad.
of the gods, the only identity that mattered was being from Canria. These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect, but perhaps, in whatever remains of their minds, they are still protecting the people of Canria. If you see these ruins as Canria in the throes of disaster, and these hilichurls as the people crying for help, then suddenly I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are less of a threat and more of a warning.
Then, what are they saying?
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Canria. Run.
So they're telling the hilichurls behind them to escape.
Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion. It is nothing short of a miracle, born from hopelessness.
Oh, so Paimon had them all wrong.
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for enemies for a moment. Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to stop us.
It's getting more and more interesting. Hello. For a second I thought the glider wasn't gonna come out fast enough.
Sure enough, we aren't seeing any more Black Serpent Knights. Guess that Halfdan guy really did recognize Captain Dane, huh?
Now we got a weird upside down waypoint.
Ooh, we can definitely write this off as
Ooh.
incidental gains.
I probably... I don't know if it'll be needed, but I should probably put that luminescence thing on. There we go. At least it lights up the area.
More hilichurls, and they look really well protected.
That's so sad. Alright, how am I gonna get to that? Let's just go here. Up there? Okay.
Dane, why so quiet?
I'm just thinking, nothing more. If you're trying to console me, I can assure you there is no need.
I want to know what this is.
Stand with me.
Up there. Okay, how are we gonna get there? Oh, nope, nope, okay. Oh no! Okay. Where should we have gone? Where is the other one? Do I have to start all the way over here? No. Okay. Let's try this. All right. Okay, so the thing is that direction. We need to go up. Closer. We want to get up there. It doesn't look like there's a way from that way. I don't know if this will be a way. But let's see what we get. No! Okay. Try this again. Please don't fall, Cookie. What do we got? What do we got? We need to get over there. First. Oh. Yeah, please, please don't fall, Cookie. That is a long way down. Yes. Okay. Hooray! We made it.
Hey, look! There's no door sealing this room off. Looks like we can finally head to the room in the center. Come on, let's go!
To the chamber in the center. Hey! Stuff! Stuffing things, stuffing things. Give me all the stuffing things. Ooh, big room.
Look! Up there! A water
That's
pool!
really
The
trippy.
water pool is upside down. Oh, wow! This is a pretty amazing place! Dane, do you have any idea at all how it works?
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. A relic of this ancient civilization. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse. Here, my whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is stronger here than it was before. And I think it's because that water pool has something akin to a cleansing effect.
Cleansing? So that means
Because it's
the
water.
water in that pool can wash away the curse for good?
No, that would be impossible.
How are you so sure?
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, no one understands the curse like I do. It is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being, becoming part of me, slowly but surely replacing me. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely, consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body. It is not a process that one could ever hope to survive.
Huh? Cleansing the curse cost you your life? Whoa. An irreversible curse. Paimon can't even imagine.
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might suppress the curse, but a little.
So, what's that contraption there? It looks kind of out of place.
Perhaps it's the Abyss Order's secret.
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong to the Abyss Order. But what could they be planning to do here?
Oh no. Oh no.
That gave Paimon a fright. So, all the doors are open now?
Half done.
Halfdan's back again.
Halfdan, do you have something to say to me?
He ran off. But he didn't disappear like last time.
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
This could be a useful lead.
True. So, we going then?
Okay. We gotta keep going though.
Halfdan jumped down over there. Let's follow him.
He jumped? Okay. All right. Come on. Why won't it let me do it? There we go. Hooray!
Every little bit counts.
Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end of this path.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see. Let's keep going.
Battle!
Boom boom! Ha! Ja! Ja! Ha! Ja! Ha! Ja! Breath of the flame! Ja! Ha! 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 Huh! Huh! Boba, get them! Ha! 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 Ha!
Yay!
There are more signs of hilichurl activity here.
We want to go higher. I want the chest, so I'm probably not gonna be here.
What a bountiful harvest!
Shangling!
Race you! Is that way into the hilichurl camp? Let's go see.
Hello!
It's a humble hilichurl camp. Oh, these hilichurls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. Some of them look like they've already taken their final breath. Is this
We're
what
just over
Halfdan
here
wanted
getting
to show us?
sad watching this.
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating in detail. Inspect the area. Leave no stone unturned.
Seems like these hilichurls have no life left in them at all.
But they're breathing!
They'll become one with the darkness. The hilichurls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined that this is how they spend their final days.
Sounds
We didn't
good.
have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilichurls, but still, Paimon hopes they're at peace in their last moments.
We're witnessing the death of the hilichurls.
Like these, right? But these seem pretty much empty. Is it because they're so near to the end that they don't need to eat anymore? Even if they don't need to eat anymore, Paimon bets they still miss food for the flavor. There's even a bonfire here, like what hilichurls build in the wild. Wait, but wasn't Dane saying that hilichurls get scared of the light when they reach the very end of their lives? Maybe, in the very, very end, they still want to feel some light and warmth. Oh. Just thinking aloud here. Could also be another reason.
And here's Lumine's flower!
How did that flower get this far underground? Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased hilichurls?
I know this flower.
Hey, now that you mention it, Paimon thinks it looks kind of familiar too.
It is the national flower of Canria, the Intivat. It once bloomed all over the nation. It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Kanria, the petals would stop growing and turn hard. Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more, and finally turn to dust. So the Intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
That's the flower I've been wearing in my hair since I woke up.
So for this flower to get here, it must have been brought from...
It's a pretty flower.
Your Highness, so the proposal finally has your blessing?
In focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland. I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately...
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate to be graced with your decision.
Either.
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Yeah, you zoned out for quite a while there.
Well, people do say that twins have a special connection. It sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device we saw earlier. And you say he mentioned the revival of the homeland, correct?
He said it was his mission.
No surprise there. Stubborn as ever. It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilichurls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, they will serve as the foundation for reviving the nation of Kanria. After all, there can be no nation without a people.
Do they have a chance?
It is the height of foolishness. They have no chance of success, not even a 1% chance. I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. There is no redemption. There is no undoing the curse. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to inflict further suffering. So make sure you are clear in your mind. You have to tell yourself, they are no longer human. If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. You will end up just like them, mired in hypocrisy. Save your strength for something worth saving.
Why should I believe you?
But of course, I am merely someone you hired for a task, while he is your brother. It is only natural for you to side with him. But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. If we have reached an impasse, then perhaps this is where we should say,
I choose to believe you. But that doesn't mean I completely trust you. It doesn't mean... It just means that I don't approve of my brother's methods.
I see.
A 1% chance of redemption versus a 99% chance of suffering and death. I see. Nobody has the right to make that choice on another living's behalf. Especially not when these hilly churls have already chosen the end that they desire.
It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. You have developed your own individual views on this world. Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall not hide mine from you. Right now, I have a more immediate agenda than stopping the Abyss. That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. I cannot allow this to proceed.
Then let's stick together for this one.
The Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard at all times as we proceed.
Xiangling's little bell. So cute.
We can see the Upside Down City from here, too.
Wait, watch out!
Ah! What's going on? Is that light coming from the room in the center? It's too bright!
The mutation is continuing. Has the Abyss made its move already?
Dean Sliff, I see your incessant meddling continues, and that you have once again joined forces with our Highness's kin. Regrettably, I was not in time to control your exit from the network, and it sent you here of all places. This was a catastrophic error.
I am surprised that you dare to face me. You ran like a coward last time.
Our Highness's will must be done. All interferences must be removed, whatever the price to pay. This time, the curse that torments our people must be undone, once and for all.
You are the only ones who torment them. There is nothing else left of those hilly churls. Nothing besides the curse itself.
Say what you wish. I am going nowhere, Deansliff.
Then you will give your life just to delay the inevitable. How absurd. But since you wish to persist, then so be it. You really think you can use that
Where'd he
device
go?
beneath the pool to cleanse this curse?
Do not underestimate the ways of the Abyss. I cannot apply the cleansing effects of the water not tenfold, but 100-fold.
Then I overestimated you. This plan is even cruder than I thought.
Boom boom!
Whoop, can't do it at that angle.
Time for your fight! Stand with me!
That's not bad.
Motion to compel! Boom boom! Motion to compel! You can't run! I'll settle this! Shiver! Yes! Judgment! You can't run! What a nuisance!
Dude, I'd like for you to get a little closer inside.
Whew. You've been hunting this
Alright then.
for ages. Now you finally got him.
There's no time to celebrate. The Abyss Order's device is activating, but there's still time to destroy it.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Is this that upside down one? I suppose I should have looked to see if that was the upside down one. I don't think it is though. Whatever, we'll go there. We'll see if that was the one. Maybe? Oh, cool. Sweet.
Look, the amplification device.
Oh no! Hurting them! Stop bullying them! That's not nice!
Am I too late?
No! No hurting, Daneslip!
No way for them to meet their end. Find a way to stop that thing.
Halfdan?
Halfdan, don't do it!
No! No! Aw. Aww.
I thought he would have been turned to ashes in an instant. Halfdan's soul is extraordinarily resilient.
Meddling fool! Encumber us no more!
This Lecter.
Don't you have a greater encumbrance to worry about? Come on. This is your grand opportunity to get rid of me. Take him out and deactivate the device.
Inadmissible evidence! Boom boom!
Ooh.
Stand with me!
The gift of grace.
Yeah!
Okay, that won't.
You're toast!
Alright, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Fire does pretty good against them. Ooh. No.
Judgment! Motion to compel! Incinerate!
Ah. Didn't run fast enough. No. Yeah!
Looks like overtime.
Ball!
You can't run. Lights out. Motion to compel.
Nice and spicy.
Oh no! Oh boy.
And hope.
No! Alright, everyone's healed.
What a nuisance. You can't run.
Incinerate.
Oh, cool. We dodged it. Very narrowly, but we did.
Motion to compel.
Oh no. Oh no.
Shall set you free.
Incinerate.
Door is
Yeah.
What do we do now? The Abyss Lecter's gone, but the device won't stop. And Halfdan.
Let me take his place.
No! As long as the device is active, the cursed are rendered powerless. Only you can take on the Abyss. If you value his sacrifice, then do not waste any more time here. See all these rays of light and portals? They must have installed several of these energy devices in various locations. Find them, quickly!
So, we have to go through these Abyss portals? Hey, wait for Paimon!
Alright. Alright.
Is strong.
Wrap up a flame.
Judgment.
Alright, he out. Your turn. Man, I wish I had a hydro. Story of my Genshin life here.
Run.
Dissipate. Motion to...
Judgment. You can't run. Judgment. No, I'm mad. Out of my way. You can't run.
Ha. Now, over here.
Judgment. Punishment.
Okay.
Girls are really suffering.
Not as strong as I thought they'd be. Okay, that's one. Two. Man. I am not quite sure I've been against an Electro Abyss Mage.
Stand with me.
I'll settle this. Incinerate.
If they accept that. That would be
You can't
nice. Nope, there he goes.
Judgment. Dissipate. Yeah, you can't run. Shiver. Yeah. Judgment.
Come on, let's go. Okay.
You can't run.
Ugh. I really can't have them falling over that edge.
Our bond is strong. Judgment. Yeah. Yeah. You can't run. Lights out. Stand with me. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't go over the edge. Sweet.
Quick, destroy the devices and put an end to the Hilichurl's suffering!
That's what we're doing, Paimon!
Dissipate.
There they are.
Wrap up her flame.
You!
Motion to compel. Incinerate.
Alright.
Out of my way. You're toast.
Where'd he go?
Judgment.
Alright. Oh my gosh. So many of them. Okay, come on.
Shiver. Our bond is strong. Time for your arraignment. Judgment.
Boba, get them!
You can't run.
Ah, I don't want to be in the wall. Alright, we got one, and I want him away from the wall.
Dissipate. Lightning
Fine.
terrified.
Of course. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Judgment.
Oh my gosh. Okay, come on.
Lights out. You can't run.
Cool.
Okay, let's go
I want
all
this.
around now. Shall we head
Yes, after I get that. Can I not? Okay. Paimon definitely does talk too much. That wasn't so bad. Just the Abyss Mages.
That's it, right? The device is fully shut down now?
Poor
The burning
Halfdan.
sensation has indeed stopped.
So, we managed to stop the Abyss Order's plan?
But Halfdan.
Let me check.
Dane must be really upset. Of all the ways to be reunited with one of his former comrades after so long, this is rough.
At least she knows the
Let's
situation.
Huh?
Huh? Light?
Halfdan!
Apologies, Captain Dainsleif, Twilight Sword. Back then, I failed you, and failed to protect our people.
No. For 500 years, you have faithfully done your duty. To this day, I am proud of you all.
He's got pretty eyes.
Conria didn't fall, did it? Since you're still here.
Correct.
Aww.
So, no need to revive the homeland.
That was Halfdan's soul.
More than one kind of strange power exists here. Souls are no strange sight under the circumstances. Still, if you intend to venture deeper in and continue your investigation, you ought to be careful.
Dazef!
We'll be super careful. Oh, but Dane, does this mean you're not coming with us?
That device took a severe toll on me. It will take me some time to recover.
Oh, right. Well, actually, Paimon already knew that. You've clearly been pushing through the pain this whole time.
Did she know that though?
Dane. Oh, you should take a vacation.
Vacation? The very notion. This word has no business being in my vocabulary. There are more important things that demand my attention. The Loom of Fate operation is still underway, and I suspect that these amplification devices are connected to that plan.
We'll talk more next time after you've recovered.
Thank you for understanding. I only hope that next time we meet, you know whose side you're on.
Sheesh. He sure knows how to hold a grudge. Saving that snide remark right until the end. Well, shame that we didn't get to see your brother again. But at least we learned some useful info, huh? As long as you keep pressing on with your journey, you guys will definitely meet again. And everything will be back to normal. Right? Oh, Paimon almost forgot.
We'll
The
see
real
about
reason
that.
we came here was to investigate what was going on with the hill trills, wasn't it? We've probably seen enough to report back to the miner now. But, how are we going to explain it to him? This is all way too complicated for regular people to understand. Well, figure it out. Just don't forget about the commission when we're done here.
All right. Ooh, Land of the Dendro Archon. What do we have here? We still got that. We still have that. And Sumeru. Let's probably finish off what we have in Inazuma. Cancel that. And it's the Kamisato estate that has the reputation. So let's go there, get that notification out of the way. Close out what we can of Inazuma. Sweet. Cool, we got some things. And now... let's get that taken care of. Hello there, my dear gallant girl. I have good news and bad news regarding the Mikage furnace. Which would you like to hear first? Let's hear the bad news. The bad news is that the Fatui are still poking around inside the furnace. They very much seem to be searching for a way to get their grubby hands on the Tatarigami core. The good news is that the core hasn't suffered much damage, so I can take care of it. Obviously, the Fatui will be none too pleased to hear that. But if we let them meddle any further, the Tatarigami's power will get out of control. This entire island will be blown sky high with us still on it. However, if we focus solely on the Fatui, the Tatarigami energy built up inside the containment dome will eventually reach its limit all the same. So we need to deal with both of them at the same time? Well, put simply, academically speaking, in an objective sense, we are facing two separate problems here, the Fatui and the Tatarigami. But with how the situation is inside the Mikage furnace, whichever problem we choose to tackle, we're likely to have to face the other in the process. So ultimately, the fact of the matter is, you mean to say yes. Yes, that's correct. We need to deal with both of them at the same time. But one step at a time, as the Liyue saying goes, don't rush to eat hot tofu or you'll burn your tongue. How come you know Liyue proverbs? We've been to Liyue before. I'd consider this little gem of wisdom a souvenir from the trip. I have a lot more of these souvenirs where that came from. I must confess to having imbibed all of my souvenirs from Mondstadt, though. They were really very good. let's get back on track. I have a teensy tiny plan to fix the Mikage furnace situation. I will need your help. You got it. Forthright and ready. Hold on to these sensor beacons, if you please. I need you to place them in a number of locations for me. What these sensor beacons will do is gather data on the density and distribution of Tatarigami energy within the Mikage furnace. Once armed with this data, I should be able to come up with a more detailed plan. How do they work? Simplest way to explain, they are instruments that use elemental power to quantify and calculate all other sorts of energy. Well, I say simple, but it's not actually easy to explain, but I suppose we could start from the theory of the element. No, don't go on. Well, as you wish. I will mark the locations on your map. Cool. Alright. Give me stuff. 49, 170, and all the way up there. So the center one for sure. Can I do it? Sweet.
Stand with me.
I need... Oh boy. Can I just run from them?
You can't run.
No, you don't. You don't got me. You don't have me. Okay, maybe they do have me. Ah! No!
Inadmissible evidence. Dissipate.
It's getting so laggy on my end.
Incinerate. I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
If I'm gonna be stuck there, I want something going off on them. Nope. Man, it sucks having to run back and forth.
Nice and spicy.
Dissipate.
Ah!
Motion to compel. Time for your arraignment.
Oh.
Stand with me.
Into the fire.
Gosh. No.
Lightning
Terrified.
I can't have my healer down.
I see how it is. Punishment.
Healer. If I get them now, I can get... Oh no! Oh
Our bond is strong.
no! No!
Incinerate.
No!
Get them. Race you.
Stand with me.
Oh my gosh.
Her Majesty.
Judgment. Maybe this is just fate's dark
Yep.
design.
figured that would happen. Okay, that's one. Well, two, I suppose. Well, we almost got her. Hooray!
Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry.
Dissipate.
That's 105 and 134. Is there an easy way to get up there? Easiest way must actually be this way. I need an electrogranum.
Our bond is strong.
Where is the nearest electrogranum tree?
Dissipate.
Okay.
Stand with me.
Okay. That's two. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't want to deal with them. Oh, hello. A Sealy. Oh, and there's the electro hypostasis. Ooh, knockaweed. Oh, all of them want to come and get me. Fun. Beetle. Okay, now where's the last one? Right there. Maybe I can get to it from up here? We want in and out. Make it quick.
Dissipate.
Let's heal a little bit on the way. Awesome. Give me the stuff. So many things. I want them all. Here we go. What next? Now all we have to do is let them collect the data. How do you know where to put them? I was part of the design team for the Mikage Furnace. By placing beacons in these locations, we can gather data on almost all the areas inside. You know, if we set up purifying devices in these locations, our troubles would be over overnight. If Mr. Floyd knew half of what happened here, he'd go completely ballistic. Alright, thanks for your help. Please take these as compensation. One other thing, I may possibly, probably, definitely need you to help me retrieve the beacons again at some point over the next few days. I don't have a vision after all, so I can't simply stroll into somewhere with such a high concentration of Tatarigami energy. Not to mention that those rough and tough Fatui folks are still there. I honestly think you're the only person on this whole island capable of dealing with them and the furnace at the same time. Thank you for the high praise. Awesome. Now that's taken care of. Let's do this. And what else do we have going on? Oh, it just wants me to use them. I've still got quite a bit of things locked, and these take 2.